Hey everybody, welcome back to Run and Gun. I'm JT, and in this video we're going to talk all about the Nikon D750. I've had the 750 for about a year now. I've probably shot somewhere between 30 and 40,000 photos on it. It's an absolutely awesome little camera, and I just want to dive into some of the specs with you and what I think about the camera after I've been shooting on it for about a year. So let's get right into talking about the D750. Well, I'm just going to start out by saying the D750 is one of my favorite DSLRs that I've ever shot with. It's super lightweight, it's pretty small and compact, and it just has a ton of features that make it a lot of fun and very versatile to use. One of the things I love most about it is the little pop-out LCD screen on the back. So if I set this on the ground, I can flip up the LCD screen and I can see what I'm shooting without having to lay on the ground and look through the viewfinder. I can just turn on live view and I can see straight down exactly what I'm shooting, and that makes it so much easier to shoot like this instead of having to crawl on the ground and put your eye up against the eyepiece. Or if I'm doing a Hail Mary shot above my head, I can look up at the LCD as the camera's way above my head and I can shoot. Instead of just spraying and praying and hoping that a shot comes out, I can actually see it with the live view and this viewfinder that pops out. It's just a huge part of why I love this camera. It's also pretty lightweight, has the dual SD card slot, which is awesome. It's always great to be able to either back up all of your photos on the second SD card or shoot RAW to one card and JPEG to another card, or just be able to use that second slot as a backup for all of your photos. Now for some of the technical specs, the D750 is a 24 megapixel full frame DSLR, which is great. Full frame helps you get that wider frame and that nice shallow depth of field and that great low light performance. The autofocus on this is unbelievable. I would absolutely put this up to the test against the Nikon D5, which is a $6,000 camera. But the full frame sensor, the low light capabilities, the low light autofocus capabilities of the 750 just blow my mind. If you can't afford a $6,000 DSLR, definitely go for the 750. I think it's priced around $1,300 right now. You might be able to find it a little bit cheaper in the coming months as Nikon releases more camera bodies, but this camera is worth every penny. It's durable, it's rugged. I've shot out in the rain, in the freezing cold snow, in the hot heat, and this camera just keeps giving me amazing images. Like I said before, the low light is absolutely gorgeous. Like walking around downtown New York City and Times Square at midnight with all the gorgeous lights, doing my neon portraits that I do. The versatility of this camera is just awesome. I can do portraits, I can do landscapes, and the 24 megapixels gives me a lot of room if I want to do some cropping or if I want to print some super high resolution images. The prints from this look absolutely great. It also doesn't hurt that the 750 has a 6.5 frame per second shoot speed. If you're going to be shooting action like sports or maybe panning shots where you have to take a lot of shots in order to be able to get that one that turns out just right. And especially for military action, fast moving, fast paced stuff, the 750 is where it's at. This camera just fits perfectly in my hands and it's just so much fun to shoot with. So I'm gonna try and keep this review short, but I really can't say enough great things about the 750. And for the cost, it probably is my favorite Nikon DSLR. Now, I love the D5 and I will link to a review of the D5. It has the nice battery grip handle, the giant batteries that seem like they last forever, and it's nice and weather sealed and durable, but this camera is also super durable, super lightweight. I can buy 3 or 4 750s for the same price that I can buy a D5 and have some cash left over. So if you're looking for a pretty inexpensive entry-level DSLR, the 750 is killer. It also shoots 1080 video at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second if you want to do slow-mo. The video isn't the best when I've used it. It's a little bit soft, but with some sharpening, it would be great for uploading to YouTube at 1080, for shooting vlogs, just shooting little bits of video, short films, and stuff like that. It's absolutely usable. The video is just a little bit soft. If Nikon came out with a 750 Mark II that shot 4K video, this camera would be an absolute killer, especially the price range. It has all of your inputs. You have the option of having HDMI for shooting out to a television screen if you want to look at your photos or video, and you have a separate headphone and mic jack, which is absolutely great for your input audio if you want to use an external device like a Rode mic if you're doing vlogs and short films, and then you can monitor your audio coming out right here. Now, like every Nikon, it has that nice ergonomic, form-fitting grip that your hands feel like they just belong around this camera. And the battery life of this is great. I have multiple batteries, but I will go for days of straight shooting and not have to recharge the battery when I'm shooting photos. It's just a great camera. I couldn't recommend it enough. And with all of the features that the 750 has, I have no problem putting it right at the top of my DSLR list, even above the Nikon D5. So I hope you learned a little bit about the Nikon 750. I hope maybe I answered some questions. If you've ever shot on the 750 or you have any questions, let me know down below in the comments and I will do my best to answer as much as I can. So that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, get out and go shoot.